Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Marriage is not a do or die. Marriage is not a do or die affair. I would always say that. If you begin to notice the signs that this marriage is going south, or this marriage is turning out or has a tendency of being toxic, please reevaluate. What are you still doing? If you are still there believing for a miracle, help yourself. Like I would always say, I saw this video of a man who burnt the wife to death, and this woman engulfed in flames and died at the end of the day. I'm even having goosebumps as I'm talking. Like, I cried after watching that video. Let me show you people a snippet of what went down. Some men are wolves in sheep's clothing. Some men are, and it's like I don't even know the name to give to them. Some men are just not fit to be humans. And then you are claiming that you are upset. Okay, if you don't know the story, this is the story of a man who was married to a woman, okay, of blessed memory. Now they lived together for a period of time and had kids. Okay, they have kids. The eldest being 16 at the time and the youngest being like 4. This woman was breadwinner of the family, and one day she came back from work, or according to the man, that she came back without him knowing her whereabouts, that she has a tendency of going out and not informing him of her whereabouts. On this fateful day, she stepped out as usual and came back without him knowing where she was coming from, and out of anger they started having an altercation, and he poured fuel on her, struck a matchstick or whatever it was, and lit up this woman's body. Now you saw this woman's body being engulfed in flames and you didn't do anything about it. He claimed that he eventually tried to quench the fire with water, but obviously it was too late at that time. And then when this happened, why wasn't the woman taken to a good hospital? Why wasn't she taken to a proper hospital? Because probably she may have been taken to a quack hospital or healthcare center. Because if she was taken to a good hospital, the possibility that she would be fine, at least there are chances that she would have been better or she would have survived that burn. Even though it was a 3rd-degree burn, the burn was intense. And normally from this type of burn, people suffer a lot of infection and all that, and dehydration, which leads to their death. And this must have been what happened, because the woman didn't die immediately. So you know how Nigerian healthcare centers and hospitals can be. Maybe they were wasting time. Maybe, in fact, I don't know. Maybe she wasn't taken to a proper place. I don't just know. Okay, now let's leave the man aside. Let's leave the fact that because no amount of name calling, no amount of beating or whatever, or shouting or whatever can bring that woman back. The fact that a life has been taken still remains. My own is, women, when you see the signs of a toxic marriage, please take a walk. Why are you people still there proving? What point are you trying to prove by remaining in a toxic relationship? Some people said the woman had complained to them in the past about how the man would do things to her, how the man would go ahead to even like threaten her with a bottle, and that the man has said something about trying to do something, harm her. He has said something similar to what he actually eventually did in the to her, that he has said it in the past. You know, there are just different versions to these things. But my own is, the woman with all the complaints and all, is it that nobody advised her to leave, or is it that she just decided to remain there? What is the reason, or what is the reason for her to decide to remain in that type of marriage? You see signs of a toxic marriage, and then you continue to stay there. Who are you trying to please, and what point are you trying to make at the end of the day? Those kids that you are claiming that you are there for, where is she now? Where are those kids? Does she even know how the kids are faring? Okay. Please, women, let's be alive for our children. Please. And men, we can do better. You must not be inhuman before you now show that you are a man, or before you show that you can be angry. Must you go that route? Like, how do people behave, and how do people think? How do people, I don't even like, sorry, I don't want to break down. Like, I feel I was so livid watching that video. I was so livid. I was beyond livid watching that video. Even right now, it's not like I think I can make a video about it now, because we really need to learn from these things. We need to learn lessons. It's a pity that a life was lost, but please, for the living, we need to learn lessons. I just want to share with you 4 signs, just 4 signs that when you see these signs in a toxic marriage, just know that there's a tendency that marriage is going toxic, or there's a tendency that something is wrong somewhere, and you need to do something about it. The first one is physical and emotional abuse. Once you begin to experience any form of abuse, please take a walk. Please reevaluate your life and do something about it. Don't just relax there and say a miracle will happen. Please do something. Even if a miracle would happen, but do something first. Don't just stay there and be expecting the miracle to happen without doing anything. You are in a toxic marriage, you are experiencing physical abuse, emotional abuse, psychological abuse, and you are still there. What point are you trying to prove? Who are you trying to please? Another important sign to look out for, and once you see this sign, please, I did not say okay, because I did not say that these signs are not that once they come that you should just run. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm talking about is the fact that these are recurring signs, or these happen not once, not twice, or they happen side by side, or they, but you in the marriage know when these signs begin to surface, and it's not like they've been there before. You can't just stay there and just be hoping for something to happen. Now, the second, lack of respect and trust. Your spouse is no longer trusting your judgment or trusting your movements. That trust is no longer there. You are telling him something and he has to interrogate, he has to investigate in order to believe what you've said. Or you're doing something for him and he has question if you're doing it with the right motive or not. Like things like that. Once such things begin to happen, please, are you sure you're safe? Are you sure you're safe? And then the respect is no longer there. The spouse has no regard for you. They go ahead to do whatever to disrespect and disregard you in any way they deem fit, in their actions, in their words of mouth and all that. And you're still there. Don't just stay there without doing anything. You're not praying about it. You're not talking to someone. You're not seeking therapy. You're not seeking help. You're not talking to someone who can help. Not just anyone, but someone who can help you out. You're not even saying, okay, let me take a walk, let me stay away for a while, for a period of time. It must not be a long period of time. Stay away. They say distance or absence makes the heart grow fonder. Then by the time you come back, things may get better, or you may have a rethink, and you people may find a way to better reevaluate the situation and find a way to resolve amicably or in a better way. Another sign to look out for is growing resentment. The person, your spouse, begins to dislike your habits, things that they were comfortable with before. It's now an issue, or maybe whatever, or maybe they were not comfortable with it before, but they just found a way around it, and then all of a sudden it's becoming an issue. And even the person the person in question is not even doing anything about stopping whatever habit it is or whatever it is that is causing the resentment. The person is even making it more glaring, making it worse, knowing fully well that this is a cause of concern to the partner. The person doesn't even bother. That respect is not there. The person is still going ahead to do whatever it is that's causing that resentment. Once resentment begins to come in, please don't just be quiet, because with resentment comes dislike. With dislike and resentment comes a stronger feeling of hatred, and when it gets to that point, you can start having evil thoughts and start thinking thoughts that you shouldn't even, inhuman thoughts and thoughts that shouldn't even naturally pop into your heads. So once you have that and you've spoken with your partner and it's still not helping, please seek help. One final point I'm going to be talking about, I'm not saying that whenever this happens, like I said, that it means that, hey, Chima said that the marriage is not working, but these are some signs really that you need to look out for. Once they begin to happen, there's a tendency that you just really need to be mindful and intentional about a lot of things. The last point I'm going to be talking about is lack of emotional bond. Okay, that connection is no longer there. Both of you are living apart, both of you are drifting apart. You're like two strangers. Okay, like roommates, not even roommates, but strangers. You don't even know each other's secrets anymore. You don't know each other's whereabouts. You don't know what the other person is doing. You don't know what the other person is planning. You know, all those things. And normally it wasn't like that before. These are signs. And when they begin to come out and you don't do anything about them, how do you expect them to stop? You do something about them. You pray about them. You talk about them. You talk to someone who can help. You seek therapy. You seek counseling. You seek help. You take a walk. Even if it's not a permanent work, we strategize and just, think about your life and find a better way forward. Please, guys, please, let's not always fall victims to such things. This type of news is becoming more rampant. Domestic abuse, physical abuse, this and that, and then one person will eventually lose his life or her life. Please, we can do better. We can do better. I'm appealing. We can do better. Let's begin to have a human face to this? What made you think that you have the guts to take another life? Okay guys, so with that I think I'll come to the end of this video. Please thank you for stopping by the channel today. Subscribe to this channel. Thank you to my returning subscribers, I really appreciate you. And to my new viewers, please consider subscribing and turn on the bell icon so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video. Okay, so until next time, I'll always bring motherhood content, your family related and motherhood related content your way. Until next time, still your girl Chinwe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.